It is I, Cinder's Gaming, with another episode of Hollow Knight Silksong. Sorry about any audio or visual guff. Had some technical issues with the recording, so I did the best I could with what I had. But the last episode, we more or less made it past, Deep Rock? Deep Forge, the Forge area with the Spider Lady. Made it from there, rested, and now we are heading back through the level just to see what we can find. You know, we're in Hunter's March currently. Well, hopefully we'll be able to, find some sort of progression. And yeah, trying to figure out this whole map thing is it's a little bit of a thing. Figured out that, that portal opening thing was just me backtracking, so gonna do a bit of bouncing and map checking and all that goodness, making my way up as high as I can. Because of freaking ants! The ants! They had some bugs and ants. Why? Stop your chicanery. Let me frickin' up. Oh. Okay, I guess I'm going through here. Nope. This ain't it. 1, 2, and up. And nope. And yep. Okay. You're back. I forgot zone transitions are respawns. And I'm back down. Did not want to go back through the door. And once again, we're missing everything and falling into spikes. Why? Why am I so freaking emotionally challenged? Yep. Back into the spikes. Once more with feeling. I said feeling, not skull bashing. Thank you. 1. Nope. Okay. 1, 2, done. And miss, and come on. I know I got a big head. Let me up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and I borked it. 1, 2, up. Alright. But yeah, I'm sorry for any audio kerfuffles in this video. I tried my best to get what I could sorted, so that means any combat audio, it's not going to be in this video. And it's mostly just going to be my attempt at least saving the music and me dubbing over it the best I can. But yeah, so eventually we end up, finding our way. End up doing a whole heck of a trap. Oh man. Yeah, I don't remember if I actually survive this one. It's a bit of a mixed bag. Yeah, so I just heal, and yeah, I think I actually do survive this. Yep, the encounter has been defeated. Ha ha ha. All right, so we do a little slight success of a pogo. We get us a little bauble, a little fang, a memory locket. Yeah, it turns out those end up increasing your what are they? My crest? Yeah, my crest size, so I can have more trinkets on them. Those little nodules right there are what they add on to. And I learn a little too late that they are, in fact, a one-off. A one-off use. Take a moment to, decide what variant I wanted. End up going with blue because that bell, um, it's really useful. It's basically like the Baldur Shell from Hollow Knight. And it helps. Not a lot, but it helps. So, we make a good bit more pogo practice. A little more pogos. A lot more pogos. Oh, jeez. I'm inside of a corner. 1, 2. Eventually, these ants everywhere. But don't worry. I can guarantee that I do eventually get better at the pogos. It's more just trying to figure out the parry timings. Haven't made hardly any progress currently, but let's just see what exactly happens because, well, only time will tell. But first, rest. We rest, and then we put our new little thinger on. And now, when we heal, we get that little orangish gold ring around us that gives us a bunch, a decent bit of an overshield during my heal. And yeah, eventually I think I just learn that I can't go up there. So I'm just gonna let you lovely people just listen to the music and not my screechy voice. Alright, and we're back up here. And I think I just flat out, like after 2 or 3 more attempts, yeah, we made it up, but only have one way to go, and that's through this door. Yeah, just end up bashing the brakes off of this entire room. And what is this? A secret entrance? Oh, fancy. So now we... Whoop. Nope. And just out of pure panic, I just dash. I'm just like, nuh-uh, I'm not dealing with that. Obviously, as you could see, fail the dash jump quite a few times, and get a little cautious, a little finagly. My apologies, sir. Though I can't grasp the language of many bugs. Yours is unique. These items you've collected, these are your wares of a warrior. Do you wish to trade? Noku Noku. And obviously I can't afford it. I would like to, but after a bit of going through my inventory in a moment, I just learn, oh, well, can't do that. But in general, like, all these tools are very useful. That mask is a temporary, like, extra hit that you can take. The curved claw is a boomerang. I didn't mean to scare the merchant away. I do hope that he comes back. I don't really know. But, you know. excuse me. I'm just recording over this video just to have my voice in it again, and the traps still scare the heck out of me. I don't even have like the audio of the traps, just the knowledge that they're about to slap my frickin' skull in actually made me get choked up a bit. Yeah, so now we are obviously just checking the map, trying to reorient ourselves with where we are, who we are, and what we're up to. So, now we hopefully, yep, now we're off to the races. And in general, we just pogo bully this bug and make our way right the heck back down. Right into some spikes. Funny enough. And yep, we have to go back into the deep docks. Or, yeah, deep docks. Yep. And I think we just sort of shuffle around for a moment or two, trying to gauge what the heck is going on. Dang insect! Stop flying around me. A little bit of a panic slash. Panic dash. Yeah, currently I'm just trying my best to figure out what's what. I learned that I can't, figure out that I can't get up there without some sort of tool. Either double jump if that's in this game, or some sort of hook to latch on. And yeah, we're just slowly shuffling, trying to figure out exactly where we're sitting, because I think in general we're heading into the Morrow area. And death. Yeah, that tracks. Bit of an edit, just so the video isn't like 2 hours long. But yeah, now we come to the conclusion that, yep, we are heading back into the Morrow. So, after a few more panicky map checks, I just make the decision to hopefully move on, just to figure it out. Turns out this way that I'm going is actually towards the bell bug. I'm actually in that middle bench strip. Yep, now back into the far fields. Can't go any further right. Was mostly just discussing with myself at this point of like, hey, this is where I am. This is where I need to go. I quickly check my map just to guarantee that I am in fact in that top right portion of the deep docks. And I've just been doing laps the entire time, slightly verbally beating myself up for being a ditz, and try out a new technique that I heard from another YouTuber. And yeah, turns out if you hit I think it's the right analog stick on a controller, you get that little taunt. But the problem is you need Silk in order to do the taunt. Nice way of getting a flying, excuse me, a flying enemy or separating ground enemies from each other. Really nice, really awesome. And I end up doing doing a few of those throughout. And yes, I know I'm also annoyed at myself for constantly checking the map. But when you don't know where you're going, you're gonna do that a lot. I check the map. And obviously this does sound awkward because I'm having to re-edit and I'm not in the moment, trying to be entertaining then as I am now. But I am really hoping that I'm doing a good job. Take a quick seat, and we're talking to the Smiths. Yep, turns out I need a small key for that door. And several doors throughout this game. So I think at this point, I'd make like the priority of like saving up as much rosary beads as I can to get into those little side paths. Turns out I didn't want to go this way, so I just make my way right back up. After guaranteeing where I'm sitting because of the signpost right there, I decide I'm gonna go talk to the bell puppy and take a bit of a ride. Good bell puppy. Everybody must pet the bell puppy and never stop petting the bell puppy. The bell puppy is precious and needs all the loving it can get. And right now, I'm just debating whether I should go back to Bone Burrow or go to the Morrow. And as you just saw, I just decided to go into the Morrow because why not? It looks like it's the closest place to progression. And I think, yeah, I end up making my way upward because I saw a little nugget, little blip of an area that I didn't explore. Die, you freaking giant skull monster beast bug thing. And after quickly orienting myself to where I am several times, because I've only got 2 brain cells to rub together, I remember, oh, right, I checked this a couple episodes ago, so, like, I physically cannot go here yet, and I leave. I just head out. I just go right back down the hole. It's all great, grand, and wonderful. Everybody loves the hole. Every hole, any hole. Pick a hole, you love it. Then I get a little frustrated at that bug, but I don't pay any extra mind aside from using him to pogo. And then we finally get to start making some level of forward progress. And as you saw, the panic set in because I was trying to save what clearly could not be saved, and I should have just dropped with dignity. Probably not grace, but dignity at least, because that was a lot of panic dash and panic attacking, mostly panic attacking. I quickly figure out, oh wait, I can't do anything. Sorry for all the yawning. Jeez. But yeah, I figure, oh yeah, well I need to go this way. Misread the map slightly because it said there was a opening I didn't notice here. Obviously, I get mad, start beating the actual snot out of this bell for a bit. Alright. So now, we just figure out, oh, well, I need to go all the way back down just so I can get into the deep docks, so I can get progression going in the fungal fritzy mess. So, end up just saying to myself, okay, well, I've gone every which way, so I'm just gonna head back. I'm gonna head back and then head down. Down's the only way I haven't checked. Oh no! Damn you, gravity! Why does gravity have to be such a snot? Huh? Why is it? Why do or is gravity have a gotta be the snots? The every snots, the any snots. Take a quick sit. Come on, past me. And right now, we're more or less at that bottom right-hand corner of the Morrow, where we're sitting right now. So hopefully, keyword in all this, hopefully, we figure our way out. now we're more or less at the, like, middle intersection of the bottom of the map. And now we're just slowly making our way to the the Flea Village. The small bit of roadblocks due to Spiky Boy there. Ah, look, the poor fleas are starting to make their way back to us. What a precious thing. We have much to thank you for already, and I hope you will have even more to be thankful for very soon. Please, keep seeking out our friends. And as you can see, the panic is real. And in general, I just decide to, I believe, make my way back to the Bell Puppy at this point. Because I just remember I have whatever it's called, a bellway closer. So, quick little hop and a skip and a jump. And a bit of saving. I really hope that my my voice is being picked up by this editing software, because the blips are sparse at best. Gonna have to re-watch this entire, what is it, hour and 27 minutes? Just to guarantee that I am being picked up enough to where it just does it. Hey, Bell Puppy, wake up. It's time to play. Off to the deep docks, because I'm lazy and don't want to run all that way. And we jump, and we jump, and we jump, and we twirl. Let's go. Alright, so now we are heading the wrong flippin' way. Dang spider lady. How dare she? Can't believe that little white spider chick was so difficult at the time. But I mean, new game, new experiences, not a lot of who knows what is where. So it comes with the territory. But at least good news, we are starting to finally make some forward progress. It only took us 30 minutes to actually figure out what the actual heck we're up to. Oh, itchy. Itchy eyes, itchy eyes. Yeah. And this is what you happen when... This is what you happen? This is what happens when you panic. But... just quickly rushing our way back to where we were, just so we can get our stuff back. Our stuff. Our hoggity poggities. Give me my money. Give me my money, you runt. Bang. And now we got all of our goop. Decide, nope, not doing that again. And we learn a very annoying truth. We actually have to deal with those bugs. Because they're slightly blocking our way forward. Just a little pogo punish. And we're good. It's good! And get the jump. And dash and jump and dash. And by this moment, personally, like at this real life current time of editing this video, I don't remember where I am on the map. All I know is that I am making a mess of everything at this point. Accidentally find a secret little crevice. But get a quick little parry, get some more muns, some money. Ah! The panic is real. No. And I noticed the button. Yay! Oh no! Well, I noticed the button. Doesn't mean I knew what to do with it. Jib. But at the same time, I was at 1 HP. I think that dude spawns, like, no matter what. Like, whether you trip the trap or not. He just basically says, haha, you're trying to escape? Nope. Not letting that happen. So, obviously, I just rush past all the Duggoobers and completely scuff it. Bang. And then we bang. And then we up and over. Okay, third time's the charm. I hope. Is it third time's the charm? If it is, great. If it's not, yeah. Okay. Here I am trying to emulate. I'm trying to copy speedrunner tricks, and obviously I am not one. Just off of the simple fact of I keep, like, you know, dropping into lava, making, obviously, avoidable mistakes if I was a speedrunner. Check the map real quick, learn where I am again, and now I slowly, carefully trudge my way back to my gear. My gear? My cocoon. even though all I had to do was just hit the cocoon, I still tripped the trap. Up and up. And yeah, I just flat out realized, oh, this is where I was initially standing. So I quite literally just made a loop once again. And now I am in a portion of the map that I have yet to explore. So it's time to bully the local wildlife. Lots of hits, lots of crits. Can't do anything with that, so I just jump and slowly trickle my way forward. As you can see, I'm basically just trying to practice my pogos, like everybody that plays games like this should do. The sooner you learn how to traverse, the better. Like, very much the better it is. Bench! It's a bench! Let's go. Where is it? Where's the bench? You who have held tight to the faith have been carried far. This station shall offer brief rest to those devout. Oh, sister, my aching shell's close to breaking. My voice weakens. I can hardly speak. I fear the path ahead will be no easier for you, ma'am. If you cannot abandon your pilgrimage, you should at least rest before you continue. Ah, but impurities stalk our every step, sister. If we rest too long, they shall catch us. So it is sung. And being the absolute bright bug that I am, I open that, realize, oh, it only closes. But seeing that sign, I'm like, wait, so the bench is in here. So I pay another 30, immediately start getting ticked at the fact that I have to pay 30 rubies? 30, whatever they are, rosaries each time. Talk to this guy. I'm impressed to find any without firm claw upon a weapon that could ascend so far. Indeed, we're lucky to have made it here, luckier than many others. Or perhaps different between the lucky and the unlucky is merely faith. Now, while we rest, shall we make trade? If you have rosaries, I'll take them gladly. And this guy actually has a good bit of useful stuff, like that memory locket right there. I think in general, I just decide to get the 80 rosary cost to keep 60. I think. Which, I mean, while yes, losing 20 rosaries just to keep 60 is slightly annoying, it's better than losing everything. Like, 100%. I learned that lesson in Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. It is a very, very fair trade. It's like, oh, you get to keep 20, I keep 60, let's go! Quickly checking my inventory, just to guarantee. Oh, I don't got anything. But yeah, so it just looks like I don't do anything. Yeah, that I don't like. I don't like the fact that there's just a thing beating the backhand off of whatever that wall is guarding. So I swiftly hoof it and make a small little shortcut in the process. Speaking of shortcuts, I can now head back down. Sadly, I can't go up. It takes a minute for me to realize that. And now it's just target practice. Got close there for a moment. Got close to exploding. A little more of the down. %, just a leap of faith. And luckily, there is a bell puppy nearby. Everybody loves the bell puppy. The bell puppy's precious and needs to be protected at all costs. But yeah, more or less at the midway point, I just want to ask if everybody is if everybody is enjoying watching my playthrough so far of Hollow Knight Silksong, and if excuse me, if everybody is also enjoying my other content on the channel. Obviously, the later I go, yeah, a bit of a jump cut because I went to, take a small break, just left the recording going, and came back with a drink, I believe. A drink and a snack. Trying to gauge whether or not I should, not really if I should, just where I should go. And end up making my happy butt further down, I believe. Because I see the partially highlighted mess down at the bottom of the map. So I'm like, you know what? Heck it. Why not? Or eventually I do, anyway. end up re-finding the Chakram lady, the map maker. Find her little nook that I found in the previous episode, I believe. And having nowhere else to go, I just decide, heck it, it's time to take a leap of faith and see what's what. Have a bit of a panic attack right then. Because the first thing my brain registered was the lava under my feet. So, do a few casual hops. No. Little on edge about whatever that could possibly be. I assumed at the time that it would probably be a boss, and I was just, keeping it casual, just trying to figure out, should I go this way or that way? And then I made a few friends, ergo enemies. Little flit right there. Stop your harassment. You got burned. And for half a frame right there, I'm like, oh, there's a thing. There's more stuff. But for some reason I decided to go in here. But backtracking always helps. Every ounce always helps. So we jump, and we jump. And now we are inside of a blimp. And a bench. Oh, the bench. Oh, yes. Well, aren't you a sight? No, don't tell me you're as odd as they come. Your poise, your form, are you hunted? Pursued? The Citadel would see a fine prize in you. It is as you say, madam. Veiled bugs brought me to your land. I seek them now for answers. Ha! Fierce too. These are bleak times, but a powerful stray like you could certainly cause some change. Well then, I've no love for the holy caste, and I do worry for the kingdom's ailing state. If you seek to settle a score, perhaps I could lend aid. If you're planning to ascend from these low fields, you'll be needing some lift, and I'm just the bug to help. Head for the caves beyond my home. The bugs will then produce a spine with a marvelous core, flexible yet strong. Cut their spines and collect the cores. Return to me and I'll soon have your old cloak transformed into something far more buoyant. And you have accepted the quest. Let's go. A smart choice. Get out there and gather those spine cores, and best you be quick about it. As nice as it is to have company, if you hang about too long, those Citadel bugs will turn their gaze to me as well. And obviously, I find the bug. And here I'm just like, oh, if I'm gonna have to kill 25 of these things, I'm gonna lose my mind. Little did I know, it actually meant the spines. Like, that lady actually meant the spines. Like, I had to smack the spines that end up jutting from the critter as a whole. And I'm like, no, my stuff. And this is where I'm like, oh, I have to hit the spines. Oh, I'm a dip. Okay. So now the farming actually starts speeding up slightly. Like, since I learned the spines are actually what I'm after, not the critters as a full package, it made it pretty straightforward from there. I'm like, I'm not having any of this ambush, so I'm just gonna hit everything with everything I got. But yeah, altogether, I do hope that everybody is enjoying my playthrough and doesn't mind the fact that I am more or less recording like this. It does seem like I'm just sort of pooter-footing around. It's because I am. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's 100%. I'm pooter-footing around and am trying to not have this video be unreasonably quiet. Because nobody... Aww, I lost a spine. Come on. No, not another spine. No, why? But yeah. Just the fact that I'm trying, I guess, counts for something, I guess. Oh, and as a bit of a heads up, I could guaranteeingly say that episode 8 is gonna be like this too, for one specific reason. It's because I didn't catch the audio issue for 3 hours when I was recording. Like 3-4 hours. So yeah, I was not happy about learning that so late into the recording. If I had caught it sooner, I would have obviously had a easier time. Bop! Blow up the little munchkin and the bridge, making a good little shortcut. But either way, if I had caught it earlier, I probably wouldn't have had to do this insanity. But make do with what you got, right? Oh, excuse me. Ah, yes, and now we are done farming. Got all the bulbs that we needed. So, bulbs, the cores. So now we're just going to quickly make our way back to the blimp lady, the dirigible lady, whoever the lady's supposed to be called, so we could get our cloak upgrade. Big old upgrades. All the time. Every time. Anytime. Well done. I could tell by the rattling from within your cloak your hunt was a success. If you'll kindly pass over the cores, I can get to work. Perfect. These should be more than enough. Wait there just a moment, and we'll soon have you soaring up and far away from here. You have received the Drifter's Cloak. I was very happy to get this, because I'm like, oh wait, all those air jets. This is fine work, seamstress. Your modifications will aid me greatly. You're quite welcome, dear. I've rare opportunity to practice such intricate sewing, and a warrior sort like you will be able to properly appreciate my additions. Float away now, stray one, and do try not to die. I'd rather not have my hard work go to waste. Just a moment, dear, before you scurry off. I'm loath to spoil the surprise, but curiosity begs me to ask, do you know why they pursue you, those Citadel bugs? No certainty, but I've a strong suspicion. They hunt me for my nature, for the silk produced within my body. Aha! True, no doubt. In Farloom, yours is a rare skill, prized beyond measure, to channel one's soul within a thread soul, and silk inseparably linked. It is a skill almost lost from Farloom. Those old weavers shared it, but they're long dead now. There is another alive in the kingdom that shares my nature? Or some part of it? I've seen silk similar to my own. It snares the shells of those upon the road. I've seen it wrap them, possess them whole. There is a will within the thread, one that seems to come from somewhere above us. The Citadel? Good sharp sight you've got. The Citadel. All roads toward and all answers waiting, and a long climb up there, my dear. Now, it's time you get going. Your style and your silk sure are fine, but stay too long and you'll only be trouble for me. Quick little sit. And now, we fly! Whee! Obviously, testing my new toy, seeing what I'm able to do. A few little tinks. a few little tinks on my dink. I'm like, well, this is gonna explode and give me some new air jets to play with. But in my gooberiness, I decide I want to be fancy, and end up smashing my head against a bunch of spines a couple times. Yeah, I think this is where I'm just like, you know what, heck being fancy, I'm just going to do what I did originally. And still fail. Alright, and up we get. Up we get. Pop. Up we get. And we get hit. Oh no. Alright. Now we start making progress, or what we assumed was progress. Yeah, it turns out this side path is just so you can get a mask shard fragment. It's like right below me. So grab the silk, and we smash that. We quickly smash this. Bop. And now we are almost a full mask shard or mask fragment richer. It's awesome. It's great. It's amazing. But as all things are, we need to make our way right back out. And I just figured, you know what, since the bench is like right there, I'm gonna float my happy butt right back down to it and try to rest anyway. And a quick little rest. And I'm like, you know what? I guess I just have to head my way back out. I don't remember the logic of me heading back into the spinal room. I think there was a like, yeah, it's this air jet right here. A bone scroll. Basically, for what I could gather, it's a rosary trade-in for later in the game, I'm assuming. So we'll just have to see what is where and when is who when we come to that point. Figure out that we're missing one flea, so we're like, okay, well, we gotta try to find that eventually. was able to actually successfully do that little trick that I was trying initially. Get a little agitated because it's like, oh yeah, that little nugget in that bottom right-hand corner of your map, yeah, you didn't actually find it. So I was just like, you know what, heck this. I'm going to make my way back. Excuse me. I want to make my way back through and ooh, end up finding this guff. I'm like, okay, nice. Now I can get some neat little shortcuts, and mistakes were made. Got a little discouraged when I saw that dude end up knocking the arena sideways. So I was like, okay, well that's gonna be a mechanic. I'm gonna constantly have to lose chunks of the arena. Over here trying not to make a complete fool of myself. Will he do it? Will Cinder be able to beat the 4th chorus on his first attempt? Only one way to find out. And that's just to keep watching. Aww. Well, you can't win them all. Alright. So, round 2, I guess. But yeah, I got a big, like, morale boost for having more or less halfway beat him in that previous attempt. So I just knuckled down. I was just like, okay, well, I've basically seen all of dude's moves. So I can more or less guarantee if I don't absolutely botch it from here, that I can actually clear it. I can successfully smack the snot out of this chorus. And that accidental parachute that I did, I was actually happy that I figured that out. I was like, oh, wait, I could just stall in the air. Oh man, this is awesome. And yeah, I just kept trying to bide my time, space out my attacks, not get chopped into the frickin' lava. And now I see air jets. I'm like, the hell are these? Do they help? Are they worth using? And I actually use one. I'm like, oh, okay, I understand. All right, and I try to make the most of it and fall in the lava. But I'm like, okay, I get it. I get what I'm supposed to do. So I just, nope. And now, I actually did it, and I won! Let's go! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I am tired, look at my guy pant. Alright. So, I debate at this moment. I'm like, hoy, this is a lot, but I'm going backwards since back towards the blimp lady is actually the closest bench that I've got. So I'm like, okay, let's go. And actually me trying to be greedy with the jet there was my downfall. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna float my way all the way back up to the top, get into rest, and I'll be able to continue, and then I just completely botch it. So now I'm having to go back down, grab my mess from the bugs in question. And I'm like, you know what, heck this. I'm not going to, like, fight everything here. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna flee. I'm gonna get out. Alright. So now, we're finally heading back. We're going back through, trying to find out, ooh, well, now that I've got this parachute, basically, I've got my cloak upgraded, I'm able to fly somewhat. Let's go and see what new goodies we can acquire from the central tube, central chamber of this area. I figured, you know, saving here would be the best thing. And also, I was just testing out a rumor I heard from like one of the devs from Team Cherry's live posts or whatever, that if you pogo on top of the Bell Beast, it, in their words, it counts as petting him, since he does that little shuffle. So I thought, oh, that's cute. That's a little interesting detail if that is actually the case. So now I sort of botch my jump, and I'm like, wait a minute, I need this thing. Boop. And now the wind is free to be passed. I'm like, jib. Now I gotta deal with these goobers. No. You stop. Uh-oh. Nope. Stop. Nope. Stop. Stop your slicing and dicing. And I'm like, you know what? A little bit of rosaries. Might as well grab them. I'm like, okay, well, I'm more or less at the top, so there's more progress up. There's air jets that I'm seeing that also go up, so let's see what's what. Sherma! Don't despair, pilgrim friend. Lift your sight and raise your voice. Have no fear, pilgrim true. Believing is a happy choice. Oh, there! Aren't these fields marvelous? And above us are the bountiful moors, where every pilgrim can fill their belly. These hot fields are a wonder indeed, but hunters prowl the long grass. Playing your instruments will only alert them to your presence. Well then, alert them I shall, for where many gather, great songs are sung. And I'm just like, I just take a moment, I'm like, Sherma's too precious, along with the Bell Beast. I need to protect. I need to protect this little gremlin. And by this point, I'm like, you know what? Heck you. I'm breaking your door. And now I can sit here for free. Little meh. But yeah, I basically was just talking to him, seeing if he said any new gubbins for me breaking his stuff. He doesn't. He's just like, oh, you want to trade? And I saw the tool pouch. I'm like, oh man, I really need to get that. But obviously I don't have the ability to purchase the tool pouch. So I begrudgingly just say, heck it, I'll come back later. And right here, I'm just more just trying to figure out like what exactly is going on with that gate, more or less. But yeah, after a few extra seconds, I'm like, you know what? I can't really go further down to where it looks like I'm still making progress, so I'm just gonna head up and oh no, it's an explodey. And just all of the ups. Every ounce up. Any up that I can do, I did an up. And now, for the moment I've all been waiting for. New zone! Welcome to Greymore. And I ended up doing this, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess this is a bench. Like, this is the first time I actually, like, thought, maybe the rosary beads are useful. Like, they're worth a darn. And I'm like, wait a minute. I gave 80 to get this rosary string? Hold on, what do I get? And I see that I get 60. I'm like, what in the heck? What? Why? What in the... And then after a few moments, I'm just like, you know what, heck it. Keep 60, lose 20, it's a worthwhile thing. And I'm just 100% like, I cannot see, so I'm not going down there right now. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, hey, I guess I could, you know, get in somehow. Well, we'll see. And I'm like, whoa, what in the crows? And I try my best to deal with it, and I'm like, oh wait, oh no, I actually angered two of these freaking flying fluff munchkins. So I just take my time trying not to explode. Succeed, do a little like taunt shuffle, and then entrance to the place. The halfway home. Ha! Well met, traveler, looking for a drink or a rest or both? Fair greetings, good bug. The warmth of your hearth is welcome upon these wet plains. Aye, it's a damp climb through these parts. Used to be just pilgrims trekking my way, but odd times these are, and you ain't even the strangest shell wandering about. A rowdy old warrior stopped through not too long back, caused quite a scene, and now a young lass has taken up lodgings in a top room. The last mentioned she's on the lookout for sharp types like yourself. Maybe pay her a visit if you haven't already. End up making the door open, getting myself a nice little rest. And I'm like, you know what? He said something about like a top room or something, so let's go check. Ah, it's the kiss bug. Oh my, sweet surprise for new. You are adults, yes, fully grown, ready to hunt. Certainly I am no child, young one. Perfect then, New must ask a wish. For her, you would seek Farloom's many fabulous bugs and cut them down. Cut them with your blade, cut them with your mature spirit, cut them with your savage adult heart. Would you help New? Could you take her scroll and fill its pages with the learnings of your cuts? Bugs of Farloom, wish promised. Ah, Ma, you make New so happy. Hunt down the creatures of these lands and record them in the scroll. And now, I've got the Hunter's Journal. Let's go! Let's go! Learning about a land's inhabitants is a worthwhile undertaking. Perhaps you are more grown than you realize, New. Ma, such delicious praise will make new shrivel. Go now. Hunt and pray and begin our learnings. But yeah, as I said, the next episode of Hollow Knight Silksong will more or less be like this, like more or less one-to-one, except for the content in question of Greymore and all that goodness. But I hope everybody enjoyed in the long run. Hope I didn't ramble too much. I probably did. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Cinders Gaming, signing out.